Hello and welcome, I'm the Anti-Philosopher. In this video, I want to dive into my political background and my journey. My journey won't be over until my death, so obviously I can't speak for it in its totality. Excuse me, I'm suffering from acid reflux, which is making me cough. I am from a liberal family. Generally speaking. Center left, I would say, on most things. My brother who is actually farther to the right than most of our relatives. And there is a bit of a conservatism mixed in with many of my family members' views. It's more of a conservative attitude, rather than conservative political views per se on abortion, gay marriage, etc. I remember in elementary school, I do not even remember how this came up, but I was talking to some girl, and I guess politics came up somehow, and she said that the Republicans were excuse me. She said the Republicans were the good ones, and I said no, it's the Democrats because that's what I had heard at home. Around middle school, around 7th grade, I think, was my political awakening. I was talking to this. I became friends with this kid. I call him a kid because we were both kids back then. I befriended this kid who said Obama was a communist, he was a socialist, the full 9 yards. He called me a communist once. Something in me said that he's completely wrong. I wasn't exactly sure how he was wrong, but it seemed like you're wrong in some respects. Or he was wrong in some respects. So I started to research the matter on the internet. I came across many of the well-known YouTube personalities that discuss politics. Kyle Kulinski, TJ Kirk, or The Amazing Atheist, Sargon of Akkad, The Young Turks. I watched their videos religiously as a way to explain why I thought this guy was wrong. I can't say I watched the content very critically. I mean, I was in middle school. The mind doesn't fully develop until 25, I think, around there. So I kind of just absorbed the talking points and just spat them back out, thinking, no, this is, gospel. This is gospel truth. This is just the way it is. And if anyone thinks it differently, they're just either frauds or they're crazy. I'm sure that my beliefs are still influenced by those voices. I might sometime make videos on different YouTubers that I found influential and where we still agree, maybe where we disagree. And as I got older, I started to critically examine these sources. I still remained firmly on the left, though. And I'm still on the left. I would say I have become a bit disillusioned. Well, no, I haven't. Kind of. I have become disillusioned with liberalism and with social democracy. I think, as I said in my video, I think it was titled "The Politics of the Future," I think we're in for some drastic changes, and I'm not sure that a liberal, democratic, capitalist state can deal with them properly. Climate change, massive income inequality, the automation of many industries, the increased power of multinational corporations, increased disillusionment, artificial intelligence, biogenetics. I think, and as I say in the politics of the future video, I'm not exactly sure what the answer is. I have been gravitating towards the radical or revolutionary left, although I'm not completely convinced that socialism, or at least the socialism of Marx and Engels and Lenin, Castro, Mao, is the right way to go. I am still firmly on the left because I do think the left holds for some general principles that I strongly believe in. Now, with the changes coming about, many people on the intellectual dark web would say, or when I start listing off these principles, they'll say, no, the right agrees with that. It's only the left that doesn't agree with that anymore. The left isn't no longer the left, I think, as Dave Rubin said. Conservatism, though, is a comfort with tradition, often a comfort with religion, a firm belief that hierarchy is necessary and inevitable, a belief that humans are generally troublemakers. I'm not saying that there are not any grains of truth in that way of thinking, but generally speaking, that's not my way of thinking. What I've been calling myself recently is a conservative Marxist. I'm not sure that exactly fits me, but I call myself that in a very precise sense. I do think that I think Marxism still holds water, despite the atrocities committed in its name. But I do think we need to tread carefully. I don't think a single person alive today truly knows exactly, with complete accuracy, where we need to go. And so, when I say conservative Marxist, I mean a Marxist with a firm understanding of reality, a pragmatist, a pragmatic Marxist, if you will. Actually, I was reading an article the other day about Theodor Adorno's Marxism, and the article concluded saying that Marxism was both true and untrue, and that the Marxist has to grapple with the truth and the untruth in a semi-dialectical fashion. I also have some anarchist sympathies. So as I say, I'm not sure I fit into any one mold as of yet, or if I'm going to throw my luggage in with any one particular camp. But that's generally my history. I'm not that old, as you can probably tell, so I have a lot more learning and growing and evolving and decaying to do. So, thank you for watching. If you like these videos, subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.